Yo, what's up YouTube? Back with another today. We are going over the Week 6 NFL games, all the games. So last week, I had a pretty solid record. The only games I got wrong, Eagles, Panthers, Saints, Washington, and Bears, Packers, and that was it. So that was pretty solid. Week 6 looks pretty good. A couple good games, a couple bad games. But let's just get into it. Before we get into it, I would like you to comment down below every game. Here's a picture of every game. You get everything right. If you get everything right, I will shout you out in the next video. I do this every week, and so far, nobody has come close. So let's start with Thursday Night Football. We got Buccaneers at Eagles. The Buccaneers, man, oh man, that team is just insane. Yeah, definitely Super Bowl favorites. Yeah, that's all I gotta say about that. Like they're casually putting up 45 points in like 3 quarters. It's not even fair. So the reason why they're so good, well, do I even have to give you a reason? But when your third wide receiver 3 is Antonio Brown, who absolutely torches literally every team ever. And your quarterback's Tom Brady, it's over. So 100%, they're beating the Eagles. This is Thursday Night Football. It's in Philly. The Buccaneers actually haven't been playing well on the road, but at home, they're insane. So I wouldn't be surprised if this game was like close, but Buccaneers are going to win this game. Next, we got one of the worst games of the week. We got the Battle of Florida. Dolphins, Jaguars. So this game, I don't know. This game's in Jacksonville. The Dolphins are looking really, really bad. Like really, really bad. They'll have 45 to the Buccaneers, and the Jaguars. They actually had a chance to beat the Titans, but a lot of failed conversions at the goal line. And ultimately, no touchdowns there. But I think the Jaguars are looking a lot better as the weeks progress. I think they're honestly better than the Dolphins. And I think the Dolphins give the Jacksonville Jaguars their first win of the year. This game's in London, so there's really no home field advantage. But, I don't really think that matters. I think Jacksonville, James Robinson, and Trevor Lawrence, they're looking pretty good, and the Dolphins' offense is just complete garbage, and their defense is even worse. So Jacksonville gets their first win of the year. Next, we have a pretty interesting one. We have Vikings at Panthers. Vikings, luckily, somehow get the win over the Lions. They choked that one. They almost choked that one really hard, but they get a last-second field goal. The Lions coach in an interview was like crying. It was so funny. But yeah, the Vikings are playing the Panthers. It's in Carolina. The Panthers, I said this. I said when they played the Cowboys a couple weeks ago, I said if they lost that game, their season's over. And look at that. Lost 2 in a row at home to the Eagles last week. Like, come on, really? The Eagles? So I think the Vikings have a really good opportunity to win this game. This is one of those games I literally have no idea who's going to win. I think these teams are like pretty equal in skill. If there was a power rankings, they'd probably be right next to each other. I don't know who's better, honestly. Honestly, with the way Kirk Cousins is playing right now, I think the Panthers won this game, but I think it's going to be a really close game. I wouldn't be surprised if the Vikings won, but it's going to be really close. That's all I'm going to say. Next, we have a pretty good game. We got the Chargers at the Ravens. Chargers are, I believe, the first seed in the AFC. I think they're, maybe the best team in the AFC, potentially. They've beaten all the good teams, including the Browns and the Chiefs. And next, they got the Ravens on the road. So the thing about this game is that depending on if the Ravens win tonight against the Colts, which they probably will, both of these teams are going to be 4-1. So yeah, this is a very important game. especially because of playoff tiebreakers. And, I honestly don't think the Ravens are going to win the AFC North. But, if they lose this game, I definitely don't think they will. If they win this game, maybe they do. And the Chargers, they got basically a 3-game lead on the Chiefs right now. So, if the Chargers want to win this division, they got to win these games. They got to beat the Ravens on the road. I think the Chargers are the best team in the AFC. The only reason why I'm even considering this game being close is because it's in Baltimore. But this could go either way. I don't even think the Ravens are good. They scored the luckiest field goal in NFL history against the Lions. Should have lost that game. And then they beat the garbage Broncos last week. The only good win they have is against the Chiefs, but you already know the Chiefs should have won. Fumbled the ball last second. Ravens are getting lucky. They're not getting lucky this week. I'm picking the Chargers. Next, we got Rams at Giants. Picking the Rams. That's all I gotta say about that. Come on. Giants fans, season's over. Your quarterback's concussed. The best player on your team, your running back, Saquon Barkley, he's injured. GG. Next, we got the Texans at the Colts. Oh, this is going to be an interesting one. Actually, it might not be, but the Texans, they're getting their groove. They're improving week by week. They're still the worst team in the league, though. I don't even know their quarterback's name. That's how bad they are. I can't even name their running back either. The Texans are so irrelevant. They're playing at the Colts. Colts are, I guess you could say, decent. But are they decent enough to fend off the worst team in the league? Probably. I'm picking the Colts to beat the Texans. So next we have the Chiefs at the Washington football team. Chiefs fans better be worried. Like I said, you're already 3 games behind the Chargers in your division. You ain't even in the wild card seeding right now. This ain't looking good. But, there's always a bounce back week. They get the Washington football team in DC, so honestly, I think Washington is garbage, and NFC East once again is the worst in the league. The Cowboys are actually good, but the Chiefs have a bounce back game. Like I said, their defense is the worst. The Chiefs' defense is embarrassing. It's the reason why I don't think they're going to win the Super Bowl or even make the Super Bowl this year, because of just better teams outscoring them. It's just that simple. Just like the Bills and the Chargers, probably the Browns in the future, probably the Steelers, honestly, but probably the Jets in the future. But Washington, you're decent, but you're not good. You're not bad. I wouldn't be surprised if this was an upset, but Chiefs are easily winning this game by 10. Next, we got the Packers at the Bears. This is for first place in the NFC North. This is in Chicago, so Bears, you best be playing your best game right here. The thing about this game is that Aaron Rodgers ain't playing well on the road this year. They play amazing at home, just not on the road. And the Bears they're getting wins against, I guess you can say, decent opponents. They beat the Raiders last week, but I don't think the Raiders are that good. This is going to be a close game, but ultimately at the end of the game, Packers are winning. That's all I got to say. Next, we got the Bengals at the Lions. The thing about this game is that after that Bengals lost to the Packers because of poor field goal kicking, got a notification that said Joe Burrow is being taken to the hospital. But I think he'll be fine. I think Joe Burrow will be back in this game playing against the Lions. And I think the Bengals are going to get the win. But in the case that Joe Burrow is not playing in this game, I think the Lions get the win. And that's all I got to say about that. So I have two, I guess you could say, predictions for this one. So yeah, if Joe Burrow's playing, Bengals win. If he's not playing, Lions win. And next, we got probably the best game of the week, one of the best of the week. We got the Cardinals at the Browns. So I think the Browns are a really good team. And, that game against the Chargers shows how good their offense is, but it also showed how poor their defense was, embarrassingly poor. And the Cardinals' offense has been playing really good this year. They're undefeated at 5-0. And I think this is a really good opportunity to prove the Cardinals are actually a good team. Because honestly, if they lose this game, I don't think the Cardinals are even that good. I mean, they're good, but I don't think they're like Super Bowl good. But if they beat the Browns in Cleveland, I think the Cardinals are a legitimate team. But honestly, I don't see it happening. I think the Cardinals are going to score a good amount of points. Maybe their defense steps up and snags the W. But just seeing the Browns' offense, I think the Browns get the win. It's in Cleveland. Maybe the Cardinals get the upset, but I don't see it. I'm picking the Browns. Trust me, as much as I hope for the Browns to lose because I hate them, they're not losing this one. Next, we got Cowboys at Patriots. This is one of those newly added matchups between the team from the opposite conference that you played 2 years ago that you also had the same, I think it's division standing. It's kind of complicated, but it's really not. So Cowboys at Patriots. Patriots actually are garbage. Cowboys are looking pretty good. Kind of scary. I'm picking the Cowboys to win. Next, we got the Raiders at the Broncos. So, man, this game's difficult because both these teams start off the season 3-0, and now they're both 3-2. Unsurprisingly, I don't think these teams are good. Just hot starts to a season. Broncos had literally the easiest opening schedule in the league, and everyone thinks they're good. Why? I don't get it. I mean, Raiders had a couple good wins, but since they lost to like bad teams, like, come on, that cancels out. So I think this game is really important for division standings. Both teams have the same record. It's in Denver. I honestly think the Raiders' offense, there's something wrong with it. Just the common fact that Darren Waller is probably getting triple teamed every game, and he's literally the only receiver on that team. They can't run the ball because Josh Jacobs ain't healthy. And along with the Broncos, like, they couldn't run the ball against the Steelers, but they're probably better, honestly. Overall, I think the Broncos, I don't even know. Like, both these teams are horrible. I don't know who's going to win this game. Maybe the Raiders are better. Maybe the Broncos are better. At this point in time, I think the Broncos are playing better football, and they're going to win. And next, we got Sunday Night Football. We got the Seahawks at the Steelers. This is one of those, once again, Week 17, Week 18 matchups, newly added game. And fortunately for Steelers fans, Russell Wilson's out for like 8 weeks, 6 weeks. So yeah, you're not playing against Russell Wilson. Unfortunately for Steelers fans, Juju Smith-Schuster out for the entire year. Ain't looking good. So one thing I noticed about the Steelers is that once they figured out how to run the ball, Big Ben didn't have to throw the ball every play. And the Steelers are actually converting on second and third downs just because Najee Harris is getting the yards necessary. So I think the Steelers are gaining confidence in the offensive line, gaining confidence overall in the offense. Defense looking solid. I think the Steelers are better than the Seahawks with Russell Wilson, but he ain't even playing. I'm picking the Steelers to win. In the last game of the week, Bills at Titans. Bills, that's all I gotta say. Bills are the best team in the NFL, and the Titans defense, it's so bad. Like, it's complete dog. And maybe the Titans score like 30 points, but Bills are scoring like 50 points. And that's it. So thanks for watching. Comment down below every game. I don't even know if any teams have bye weeks this week, but I don't think they did. So comment down below your predictions. Adios.